one of the most freeing things we learn in life is that we don't have to like everybody, and everyone doesn't have to like us, and it's perfectly okay. Now, some persons might ask, which one is you don't need everybody? Now, take a glass of water and relax. I'll be right back. Guess what? I grew up a people pleaser. It was drilled into me from childhood that it was very important to be aware of what other people thought of me and my actions at all times. Before I made any decision, I was to carefully weigh out how it would affect others and their thoughts of me. Now, as a growing girl, I had to stay out of trouble, which worked out pretty well. I was a quiet girl, even while in school, because I didn't want anyone talking ill of me. I simply wanted to be liked by all. It started out through my primary and secondary school when I was figuring out my interests and passions. In my heart, I felt one way, but in person, I obviously leaned towards whatever that I thought was just cool, like everyone else. I remember trying to pull myself to engage in certain activities because majority were doing it, all to dodge the judgment of being too isolated. Before long, it got to a point where every decision in my life involved me carefully weighing what other people would think, even when I started out attempting my writing and speaking skills. Because it was said that you can't build an online audience without being well liked and doing what's popular on the internet, right? So I built myself completely around others' expectations, from the way I looked to my friends, to my relationships, personality, and more. So when people would ask me about myself, I had to carefully figure out answers. I became an expert at analyzing people and situations so that I could figure out the person I needed to be for certain people in order for them to like me. In my friendships, we engaged in arguments. I would either apologize and take their side, or simply pull myself away from them further, as I convinced myself that we were not meant to be. So the journey of my own self-recovery and wanting to please myself most of all came in something unexpected in the last few years, when a friend pulled away from me after a minor misunderstanding. It struck me in the healing time that I was not upset because of how close we became or because I had valued them so deeply as a person. It turned out what upset me most was knowing that there was someone out there who did not like me and was harboring bad feelings toward me. Now, the thought of that actually tore me apart. It wasn't until I was talking to another friend and she pointed out to me that there was most likely a great deal of people that didn't like me for no just cause. And then I had the revelation. So there will always be people who didn't like me. But trying to navigate my life and decisions to everyone else beside me, I drove myself into an unhappy place in an impossible attempt to make everyone happy. I would never be able to make everyone happy, and it turns out it is perfectly fine. So I spent so much time trying to get everyone to like me that I never figured out that it is not actually what's best for me. Surprisingly, I figured out that in my life, as well as business, it's a good thing to actually drive people away, especially those that takes advantage of my goodness. So, my dear friends, you don't need everybody, and that's okay. The world is full of people who, no matter what you do, will point blank, not like you. But it is also filled with people who will love you fiercely. Now, you don't need everybody, and that's okay. You should talk to the people who can hear you. Don't waste your precious time and gifts trying to convince them of your value. They won't ever want what you are selling. So don't convince them to work alongside with you, because you will be wasting both your time and tears and will inflict unnecessary wounds which will take precious time to heal. You are not for them, and they are not for you. Politely wave them on and continue along your way. Sharing your path with someone is a sacred gift, so don't cheapen your gift by facing yours in the wrong direction. Keep facing your true north. Now, each person who criticizes your ideas and business draws you closer to the ideal client. Each friend that walks away draws you closer to the people who share your beliefs and passions. Those who genuinely love you, want to be close to you, as well as truly value you. So being disliked by some is simply a byproduct of being authentic to who you truly are. The more you embody your true personality, the more incompatible people will pull away from you. That's okay, because at the same time, the more you adopt your true self, the more like-minded people will draw towards you. So certain things might not make sense to you right now, but on the long run, they will. God will reveal them to you, because God Himself doesn't want you out of the life He wants for you. So in all of this, make sure you remain a good person and be unapologetic about it. Don't let those people turn you into a terrible person. Remember, if you're able to navigate these experiences well, you will become gold in time to come. I hope my story and thoughts has taught you something today. You see, we all have stories, and I look forward to hearing or reading yours and how you overcame, perhaps in the comment section. Till I come your way next time with another interesting topic, I remain your host, MJ. Bye for now.